Hello Gemini, and welcome to your December 2025 General Tarot Guidance with me, Julie Poole. Hello, welcome back. Thank you for being here. It's tea and tarot time with Julie, so grab yourself a cuppa, get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my Geminis. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. Right, we're going to use the Marchetti Tarot. No, too soon. Let me just... Too soon. How have you found this Mercury retrograde this November? Not been easy, has it? It's been kind of right in your face. But everything's easing off in December. You'll be glad to know. All right, Gemini, let's have a little look what we've got for you. Okay, thank you very much. Let's have a look. See, all right, we've got the Page of Wands with the Six of Cups and the Ace of Coins. Judgment, Strength, and the Hanging Man. Okay, all right. Let me get you your affirmations out. This is from Hoping to Having, the main deck. Affirmation for my Gemini, gratitude. I start my day with gratitude. I end my day with gratitude. I am so grateful. Do you know, when we go through a bit of a turbulent time, as you know, many of us have been, and things have been a little bit of a, then we can forget about that, can't we? We can lose sight of what the good stuff is because we're so busy kind of focusing on what the not so good stuff is. So this is a time now in December to come back into your heart space, your energy, to connect in with yourself and the universe and say, do you know what, there's a lot of good stuff in my life. It might not be perfect. There might still be some challenges, but I am so grateful for what I have. So I want you to get into that energy because gratitude begets gratitude. What does that mean? It's the law of attraction. Whatever energy you're in, you'll attract more of it to you. So when you're in this energy of I'm grateful, look at what I've got, all right? It doesn't matter if it's this big or this big. Focus on the good stuff, okay? And what happens is the universe starts to meet you halfway. As you're appreciating in that gratitude energy, it'll bring you more good stuff to be grateful for. So focus on that, okay? Now, I want one of these as well. I don't pull these very often. This is the From Hoping to Having Loving Connections deck. Because in December and end of November for my American folks, then you're around family a lot. So loving connections. Let's have a little look what the message is for that. I am building a more fulfilling, enriching, connected life for myself. Right? I am building a more connected, fulfilling, enriching life. So we want those connections because so many people are quite isolated I have been, I'll say at the moment, going on for some time. So let's bring in those connections. Let's focus on loving connections, okay? Right, so let's look at the tarot then, Gemini. So we've got the Page of Wands with Judgment. This is kind of, I want to say, not hard hitting, powerfully hitting, because I feel that for November, through that retrograde, and there was a lot of energy that was quite challenging at times, but it was to help us. It was to bring up to the surface and clear and cleanse and get rid of stuff. Right. But now in December, we're coming in with a much more what's the energy I'm feeling here? Feels quite excited. It feels quite new, quite enthusiastic. My mojo's back. If your mojo kind of got up and went, it's on its way back. So the Page of Wands is looking for the opportunities for any kind of passion, excitement, enthusiasm, energy. Because it's time, with that Judgment card underneath, to rise up and into that space of where's the good stuff? Let's go and find something that's going to fulfill me, enrich me, excite me, get me going again. If you found that your energy's been a bit flat, a bit like everything's an effort, then this is the time, my beautiful Geminis, where we are moving now back into a bit of energy flow. So the Judgment is that I've done that, done, dusted, got the t-shirt, tick, tick, pat on the back, let's move on. It's a rebirth, it's a fresh start, it's a rising up from the ashes into a little bit of energy coming back, which is good. All right, my energy was flat as a pancake for several weeks in November. Not down, but just exhausted and like everything was an effort, and now the energy's coming back. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups with strengths. Now, let me just talk about December for a minute, all right? Now, on Gemini, by the way, this is good for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and cross-watching if you want to use that too. Use it, as you feel drawn to it. Now, December, we've got the holiday period. We've got a lot of family around for a lot of people, not everybody. And so that Six of Cups is nostalgia and family and people we've known a long time, and, doing those having to do for many, to go and do the duty, visit the parents, visit the kids, visit Auntie Ethel, all of that kind of thing. And you might find it quite challenging being around these people because family, they're not easy sometimes, are they? Some of them are, some of them are not. So what we've got here with the Six of Cups, this is a time in December, of course, where we are predominantly thinking about others, arranging to visit people. So stepping into that strength, they're giving you the strength to say, you've got this. Now, there's one message coming through, and it's not going to be for all of you. If you have found that you've been estranged, distanced from your family, potentially for years, and this is the year you think, I think I will go and see my son who hasn't spoken to me for like 20 years, then we're going to take a little bit of strength and say, I'm going to do it. I'm going for it. I'm going to, I've got this. So that strength card is your courage, your confidence, your self-belief that it feels right. I want to do it. So ask yourself, does it feel right? And if it does, let's follow that. Use that strength to tap into patience, perspective. The strength card is next to Hanging Man. And we look at this bottom row. We've got 3 major arcana cards. So this is the day-to-day stuff, and these very powerful energies are under there supporting it. So that judgment, we can rise up, we can have a fresh start, we can have a rebirth. I'm using my strength, my power, my confidence, my self-belief, my resilience, and I'm allowing myself with that Hanging Man to step into this energy of perspective and patience and surrender. The surrender is the main thing with the Hanging Man. We have this resistance. It should be this. Why couldn't it be that? Woulda, shoulda, couldas. And then we get wound up and frustrated. When we can just say, well, it is what it is. Some people, they find it very difficult to change and they've got no intention of changing, and we want them to change, and then we're in this resistance and everything gets a bit Right, so when we can just step into this Hanging Man, when we just say, it is what it is, and we can look at it from a different perspective, we can then have this new beginning. We've got the Ace of Coins here. Now, coins can be about money. It can be about jobs and careers, of course. But coins, pentacles, another name for it, is also about what's grounded, what's tangible, touchable in this 3D reality. I want a new beginning. I want a fresh start. And I'm going to look at it from all perspectives, look at it upside down and inside out, really feeling into where am I resisting, where am I fighting, because life's too short. Let's not fight. Let's not resist. Let's just allow. Let's step into this, allowing it to be what it is. And let's be grateful. I know I sound like I'm preaching, don't I? I don't mean to. But if we can step into the gratitude, then it makes life so much easier. So let's find out a little bit more. What deck? I'm going to use the Neon Tarot. Tell me some more for my Geminis, please, for December. Now, in December, by the way, next week, your 2026 annual tarot are going live, okay, over the next sort of 10 days or so, from early December through to the middle of December. They're much longer because they're covering the whole year. And then after that, I will be popping back around the end of the month, around the holiday period, with some bonus readings for you. So you'll just get this, all right? But this is your overview for December. Tell me more for Geminis, please. What's this Page of Wands about? Let's find out some more. Knight of Cups, offers and opportunities with the Star. Lovely. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is about taking action on your happiness, whether you are taking that action, I'm going through, I want to do this, or whether somebody's offering you something here. This is very powerful. right? We were talking about that page, bringing back the enthusiasm, the energy, a bit of fire coming back in. Now, because of that and the rebirth, the judgment card there, that Knight of Cups, we're taking action, some offer coming through that brings that fire in. Now, I think you're creating it and you're saying, I'm doing something about this. You know, it's just, oof, I can't keep feeling this sort of flat. I'm bringing this up. I want to focus on my starlight, my brightness, my own energy. The stars is wishes, hopes, dreams, aspirations, goals, you shining brightly. Beautiful combination here. So look for the opportunities in December with that page. There's something new, like what I can do to be able to lift my energy into a higher space. You see, with this judgment card, they're always rising. It's rising up from the restrictions, from the doldrums, from the old life, rising up. And as we rise, we step into that star energy. So what is the hope? What is the wish? What is the dream for you, Gemini? Set that goal now. Focus on, with that Knight of Cups, what can I do about it? What action am I going to take that is going to bring me the happiness, the fulfillment, the light that I'm wanting? So for some of you, this could be applying for a job that you want, a promotion, or to retire, going the other way. For some, have a look at your money and career, because those are done for November and December. And the playlist is on my homepage if you want to go find it. So this could be about a job for some of you, particularly as you've got that Ace of Pentacles there. But it doesn't have to be, all right? Something I want, something I want to go for. I'm also picking up a creative energy here, even though we haven't particularly got creative energies on the cards. But for some of you, I want to write a book. I want to do this painting. I want to create this creating energy here. And what happens when you step into that, your own light, your soul energy, because our souls create. And when we're in a creative energy, it lights us up. So anything could be that you're baking the Christmas cake, that's creating. Whatever you're doing here, step into this energy. Tell me more about the star. Let's find out some more about this star. What's the start of that one? Is that okay? The Magician. Wow, that's my favourite card in the deck, because the Magician is you stepping into your magic. This is the creation now. Here we're creating. He's an alchemist. He is able to create fire out of nothing. He's able to create anything out of nothing. You are tapping into your creative energy because of this starlight, because you're in this energy. Step into it. The Magician can create anything out of anything, right? He's got all of the aces, he's got all of his new beginnings, particularly with that judgment. This is a time in December to really focus on what do I want to create for myself. What are my hopes, wishes and dreams? What is that rebirth for me? What is that fresh start, that new beginning for me? Let's have a look at this middle row then. With this strength, whenever I see the strength card, it tells me we need to be strong, which suggests there's going to be something that I need my strength for. All right, so let's find out some more. And because it's with the Six of Cups, which is generally the family card, relationships, soulmates, and your own soul. Let's have a look. What's this about then for Gemini, please? Nine of Swords, there you go. See, there's the anxiety with the High Priestess. All right, so let's own it. Let's not dress it up, you know. I should, the woulda, shoulda, couldas, yeah. I should enjoy seeing my family and I can't stand them and it stresses me out and I don't want to go and I don't know what to do about it. That's your Nine of Swords, okay? So we're going to step into the High Priestess. It's not always easy to spend time with family. It can be draining, it can be a strain, it can test your patience, but you've got the strength there and the High Priestess with it. So this is your higher self and your soul and your spiritual team surrounding you, supporting you and helping you. So I want you to ask yourself with that Nine of Swords, am I going to allow myself to get stressed out my brains because I've got to go and see Auntie Doris and I can't stand her? You know, you know what I mean, right? Am I going to just say, oh, well, you know, it's an hour of my life, I won't get back, but it'll make an old lady happy and I'll do it, you know? And it's kind of stepping into that. What would love say? Here's the High Priestess. What would love say? What would love do? This is my higher self, my higher mind. If we lift into that, then we're in our strength, we're in our power, and we can allow this Nine of Swords, the stress and strain card, to begin to dissolve. All right, let's find out a little bit more about the Ace of Coins. What's this new beginning for Gemini? What is this new beginning? It's a new perspective is what they're saying. It's a new perspective. Now, the Ace of Coins coming in with a King of Coins, King of Pentacles here. This is very good for money. Very good for money, all right? It means that that ace, the new beginning, is going to grow into something really solid because this is a king. The King of Pentacles is the richest king in the deck. He is affluent, he is secure, he is safe. This is solid, secure. Now, it doesn't have to just be about money. It's about being in that power, that strength of the king. Yeah, the king is not the Nine of Swords stressing about stuff because he's the king. He's like, I've got this. I'm okay. I can do this. So we're in that king energy. Rise up into it. What about this hanging man? Tell me about the hanging man. Seven of Pentacles, waiting, waiting, waiting. I've been waiting. The Seven of Pentacles is the time for harvest. I put a lot of work in. I put the work in and now I want to reap the rewards. But I have to wait. I have to wait for those pentacles to grow. I have to, that's the hanging man, patience, surrender, perspective, divine timing, allowing it. So I'm looking at the work I'm putting in and I'm working out, is it worth it? Yeah, is it worth it? Is it time to cut my losses? Is it time to just be patient? Only you will know. Depends on your circumstances. If you've put a lot of work in, for example, in your career, and you think I'll do the extra hours, I'll put that effort in, and eventually I will get promoted, bonuses, I'll get the extra that I deserve. And perhaps you've been waiting. But I feel here that it's okay. We've got the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So we're looking for the opportunities that is going to enable that harvest to come in. We've got the Sun. All right. So the Sun, of course, is the most positive card in the deck. The Sun is shining on you now. This is a beautiful combination here at the end. So we've got the stability, the security. I've put the work in. I'm allowing myself to surrender, wait for divine timing. And then the Sun is coming out. Positive outcome here. Very positive. Towards the end of the month, it's all coming good, all right? So this looks really good, Gemini. I'm going to finish off with an angel card and a unicorn card for you. Final messages, please. This is the magic of the unicorns. All the cards I use are linked below, by the way. You've got Mahatma energy. Remember this beginning where we were saying about the energy as being a bit kind of a lot of effort, and now we're starting to get that energy back. This is what this card is saying, so it's a repeated message. Mahatma energy, build your light body, accelerate your ascension. So you've got this energy coming in and around you, which is light, it's bright, it's like the sunlight, it's the magician energy as well, the magic of the unicorns coming in. Tap into that energy. Okay, tap into it. If you don't know how, your will is enough. Remember who you are. You're the magician. And you say, right, I'm tapping into the battery of the universe and I'm recharging myself with light and love and positivity. And I am building my light body. Now, from the angels, we have inner child. So let's remember that generally, for those of you who celebrate Christmas, I know there's other holidays going on as well, but kids love Christmas, we all do. Can we tap into the child part of us to enjoy the holiday period? Get excited when you're putting those lights up and the tree up. Get excited about the giving, the gifting. Get excited. Get into that inner child energy, because it's beautiful. Let's enjoy and get into the space of enjoyment. All right. So Gemini, that's what I have for you for December 2025 as your general guidance. As I said, I'll be back next week with your annual 2026 yearly readings. And I'll be back with a little bonus towards the end of the month if you've got time to find time to watch me around that very busy time. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful month. See you soon. Bye-bye.